Hi, this is Jonathan Pramana, welcome back to this channel. Lately I become crazy about drama Alchemy of Souls and I can't stop thinking and sharing my theory regarding this drama. There are many possibilities in my head and I can't help in sharing it with you. If before I said in my theory, if Wook is actually Jin Yeon. And right now I have another possibility in my head, if Naksu is actually Jin Yeon. I know many of you would say, if it not possible, and this theory is hoax. But what if all this time, the writer prank us and make us thinking, if Wook is actually Jin Yeon and Naksu is Young? What if all this thing is actually the reverse and the writer try to fool us with big plot twist at the end? What if Naksu is actually Jin Yeon and Wook is actually Young? I know this theory is kinda crazy and not make sense, but let me tell you what in my head and please listen to it carefully and give your comment later on. Now, let's back to a story when Young father become crazy and kill all the people. In that time Jin Moo is actually take Young with him. But nobody was know what actually happened after that. Meanwhile, we also know if Jin Moo also take Jin Yeon with him when she was young to find an ice stone. How if after the ice stone found, Jin Moo swapped the souls of Jin Yeon and Young to cover up if he already found the ice stone? If Jin Moo didn't do that, Jin Yeon could be tell her mother if Jin Moo took the ice stone with his self. It could make everyone chase Jin Moo because at that time, less people believe in him. Jin Moo can't use the ice stone well, that is why he work with Shaman Choi to use the ice stone. Now, back to Jin Yeon and Young. Jin Yeon might be had problem after she tried to broke the ice stone with her power when she was young. I think Jin Yeon already know if Jin Moo is a bad person and going to use the ice stone for a bad purpose. But sadly Jin Yeon can't broke the ice stone at that time because she doesn't have enough power. And Jin Yeon also might be in bad condition and lost some of her memories at that time after trying to broke the ice stone. It could be happen because there must be an effect if you are not strong enough to broke the ice stone, and that is why Jin Yeon might be lost her memory. Since Jin Yeon is in bad condition, Jin Moo used this chance to swap the soul of Jin Yeon with Young. By that time, Jin Yeon's souls is in Young body and Young's souls is in Jin Yeon body. After wake up, Jin Yeon who already in Young body lost her memory and asked to Jin Moo about who is she actually. Knowing this fact Jin Moo might be give Naksu name for her to hide her real identity as Jin Yeon. So it is also mean if Jin Yeon is lost her memory and live as Naksu or Young at that time. If we realize Naksu is really strong and she has a big power in herself. Moreover she can reach Chisu very fast. She is a genius mage and it does not make sense if Young have this kind of power. It will make more sense if Naksu is actually Jin Yeon, since Jin Yeon is born by the ice stone power. And of course she has that power in her body. And I think this is also the reason why she reached Chisu very fast. So I believe Naksu is actually the real Jin Yeon. Moreover when Naksu trying to performs Alchemy of Souls, she accidentally go to Wook body. Well, is it an accident or it is what the Alchemy of Souls work? I think it is not an accident at all and it must likely how actually the Alchemy of Souls is work. If my prediction about Jin Yeon and Young already swapped the souls when they were young. This is mean if they perform the Alchemy of Souls for the second time will be back to their real body. So basically the first time they swap the souls and for the second time they back to their real body. Young is might be have no power at all and this is maybe the reason why is she so weak and her soul can't go back to the body. That is why Naksu is die at that time. But the one who actually die is Young. So how Young is become Wook? After Jin Moo swapped the soul of Jin Yeon and Young who already in Jin Yeon body become blind and can't see anything. Moreover she might be also afraid after that and change her name as Wook. So Jin Moo can't find her anymore as her identity is already changed become Wook. Young might be also very frustrating because of her family die and she must be a blind girl for the rest of her life. What do you think? Do you have a theory and opinion about this? Don't forget to write your theory and opinion in the comments column.